Ain't no last ever see you at the crossroads.
Ooh, Riri. Nah, that nigga didn't know what he was saying.
Bro, he didn't. I heard that. He said by 4. He heard of me.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. They'll run for the first time to Sonny Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second down, Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That's good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Allen has it, left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Hey, bro, relax. LeBron's career average is 20, 25, 7, and 7.
Open 4 from 3, though. What's your stat for that?
And they'll go on the ground. And some room to roll now. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good run there on the first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking at it on my fucking 5 days, 10 hours, 31 minutes,
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrow. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll look to throw here. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first down carry now for Yeldon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it's going to be a long night defensively.
Me the other day talking about I'm going to be on in a couple hours later.
As we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very solid gain of 27. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing to 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out come the Patriots. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
You never just hit one of those final losses and it would have been to wild. It was the way a finals MVP from it. He got a finals MVP because he took the most punishment from LeBron. He literally deserved it.
Keeping it on the ground on first.
I mean, LeBron still averaged like 27.
In the backfield, down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point, he rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Yeah, the Patriots gearing up to go now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Allen's got it over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end, can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
And he'll work it across mid.
See, you keep throwing that team in there like, you throw that team in there like, somebody wants to play with that old weak-ass thing. Like, who would want to sit there and sacrifice their whole career and their greatness and their legacy just to play with this bitch? Kyrie said, hey, I don't want, Kyrie already said, hey, man, I don't want to play with you no more.
Let's not talk about this Kyrie shit, bro.
Kyrie already said, I don't want to play
Field
with you,
inside the 45.
Kyrie was definitely
That's why LeBron went to the team with like the Lakers, because he wanted to be leader.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
any player that LeBron played with besides Dwayne Wade.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Goes underneath here to White. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
They tried to give him the keys.
On 3rd down, Brady looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's go!
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 6 on the pick up there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Oh, my God, bro. Stop. Kyrie has never been the best player on the team in the morning.
He's the best player on the team in the boxing.
They'll set up a throw. Looking downfield for Joe. That's caught at the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A gain of 39 that time. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And as you can see, when LeBron leaves,
so the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, it's a tough area in the field to try and run a draw play out of the gun. You know you're going to face a good push up front, and here they swallow him up for no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dallas Goedert as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 18. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. You start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. This is almost a rite of passage.
Oh, I love that you said that. So really, with
them quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games, I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
That's fielded in the end zone. And some room to work. Cordero Patterson, the 40. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Kobe was a jacker, bro. LeBron ain't no jacker. LeBron plays smart. He ain't no volume shooter.
No. If you go 0 for 2, I would think you should stop
At least
shooting.
he knew to stop. At least he didn't keep going 0 for 12 like Kobe would.
Like I said,
At least he knew how to make plays other ways.
0 for 4.
Kobe is one-dimensional. He couldn't do nothing else.
At 0 for 2, you should stop shooting. Okay.
Come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
We got higher career percentage shooters on our team than you, nigga. Nobody on our team take dumb shots. Hell no, nigga can't make a free throw to say this is right.
Here with the tailback, and he'll take it across
game
the 50
on the line.
into New England territory.
Nigga, game on the line. Do not. Everybody already know when the game on the line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Yeah, I ain't wrong.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
Marcus Smart is rated
shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Yeah, well, you ain't got no type of clamps.
Do you not hear this nigga?
Where's his clamps, bro?
On play action, they'll throw out to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Morrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Hello.
I'm going to see him making game-winning stops.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
I see flops.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, let's see if niggas try to flop at the cord.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills head on.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, it's really easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Ryan Quigley now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Oh, that team's going to be so silly because he knew when it was the right dude.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
They know that old expression,
They
it's
got
not
this
my
game mode
night.
called Heist, bro.
It
That
hasn't
shit
been
go
his
hard,
so
like,
far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit
You
heavy.
gotta get the
Sometimes
money and
having
extract
to hang
it.
out
But
all
it's like
day and
searching the
play doesn't
scoreboard
exactly
with
play to
money.
your advantage, but
And as rounds
it's been
go
a tough
on,
go
you
for him.
get after every
time he
round
looks
you
up,
get a certain amount of
somebody's
money.
hit her defensively. That was the
And,
same case on that
you
play.
can, upgrade your guns and shit.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
I don't know, man. I ain't know Amos had Call of Duty.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Running right through it. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bills on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd down and 12. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Now T.J. Yeldon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Jerron Harmon makes the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Back to throw here. To Michelle on the screen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Who got booed by that?
You spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Starla Tulele. Continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the 2nd half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting to drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
I got a $129 shirt on. What's up?
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
It's like my thinking. 121, but that hoodie, that jacket.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
You know how Will Chamberlain
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively.
All I know is that old ass
down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just
the only time I ever seen damn nigga, can I put my explanation in? I said the only time I ever seen Wilt Chamberlain was when he was holding up that 100 scorecard.
That's all RJ said.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And
never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, this is blocked. And now the Bills have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally score. Can't even kick the extra point.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through.
Now, put a touchdown on me, man. You said what?